The HBL Pakistan Super League Season 10 is back. With 4 group games remaining, the race for playoff places in HBL PSL 10 is really hotting up. David Warner's Karachi Kings finally achieved back-to-back wins just before the break.
Karachi Kings have beaten Lahore Qalandars in Lahore.
For them, the equation is simple. A win tonight sees them qualifying. Peshawar Zalmi are finding a bit of form themselves. For them, a win tonight keeps hopes of a top 2 place alive. Defeat will see them enter a must-win clash against Lahore Qalandars in their final group match. Stay tuned for what promises to be an absolute thriller. Yeah, the action couldn't be hotter here as we resume HBL PSL 10, and what a cracker we have to look forward to. Peshawar Zalmi and his Peshawar Zalmi up against David Warner and the Karachi Kings, both with so much to play for in match number 27 live from Rawalpindi Stadium. Assalamu alaikum Pakistan, Mehu Erin Holland, and it is such a pleasure to have you back here at the Pitchside Studio. It's been 10 long days since we had a game of HBL PSL, and I hope you've all been keeping very safe and well. We're so excited though to get this show back on the road, and who better to start things along with than Mr. Waqar Yunus of Pakistani royalty and Sir Alistair Cook of English royalty. Cookie, so good to have you here finally. You've been waiting to join us until things went a little bit pear-shaped, but we're back here now and it's wonderful to have you. Welcome back to Pakistan.
Well, thank you for having me. It's so exciting to be here. I haven't been here for 20 years. I was called up in a test tour in 2005 after the Ashes there. I didn't play, unfortunately, so I've never actually played in Pakistan. One of my regrets of my career, never played here. But great to be finally here and for the main bit of the tournament where it all gets exciting.
He's come in at an exciting time, hasn't he, Waqar?
He has. Let me start off with thanking you all first and thanking you all the players and the staff and everyone for coming back. You know, it was not easy. I was part of you guys when things all whatever was happening around. We had some scores to settle, so all is settled now. So I'm very, very happy that you guys are back. Yeah, tournament is getting into a really exciting times now, and hopefully we're going to have some great games.
Yeah, there's still so much to play for. So thrilled to be back here to see out HBL PSL 10. And when we left things, this is how they were standing. Quetta Gladiators, they've already qualified. They're happy. But Karachi Kings, 2 plays 5 today with Peshawar Zalmi. We're still in a situation, though, Waqar, where both sides can finish top 2.
Yes, I mean, that's the beauty of because there are only 6 sides, so that means, you know, you're always in the game. You're never out of the tournament. See, they've played 9 games, 8 games, you know, more or less right at the end, and we still don't know who has actually qualified. So Peshawar can qualify if they win this game, and against Lahore Qalandars, which has got another game coming tomorrow, they can end up at number 2. So there is a race for number 2 position and also for a position in the top 4. And don't forget, if they lose against Lahore, they can go home also.
Well, let's get some of that confirmation, actually. We've got the permutations of how both sides can qualify for the playoffs. And with Peshawar Zalmi up front, as you rightly alluded to, their 2 wins, Waqar, guarantees them a playoff berth. If they lose to Karachi, they can still qualify by beating Lahore. That'll be such an exciting game.
I think their most important game is against Lahore. Even if they win tonight, because of that one rained-off game, that gives a little edge to other side. So I think it's important for both teams to actually stay focused. I know there's a long layoff, but you know, Pindi ground, we all know that there's a lot of runs being scored. So hopefully we'll have a great game.
Momentum so important in this format of the game. And Alistair Cook, I know you've been watching all the way back in Dubai or England, wherever you were for the last little bit, but it's pretty simple for the Karachi Kings.
Well, they need 1 point to guarantee the top 4, but 2 wins gets that second place, where you get the second place, you get 2 chances to get into the final, and actually both sides have struggled to consistently win. You know, they win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1. So that the top 2 is vital. I actually think it's a massive game for both sides because the momentum, as you quite rightly said, this is a 7-day tournament now.
Yeah.
7 days to become champions. You get a good win off today, you get off to a flyer, and it looks good.
Normally by this time you know which teams have qualified, but in this scenario, this case, we don't know. Only the top Quetta Gladiators, we know that they are at number 1. but the others are all still apart from Multan. Multan is gone. So I mean, there is a race between all the rest of the 4 teams.
It's been such a hotly contested season so far. It's wonderful to be so close to the playoffs and still not know who actually is going to get the job done. I know you never got a chance to bat here though, but how beautiful does that batting wicket look out there in Pindig?
Well, the stats say it's the best place to bat in Pakistan, and just walking out the outfield, it looks lightning. You beat the outfield, it's guaranteed 4, and that wicket, I know we're going to have a look at it, but even I might have scored a few runs out there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, looking forward to seeing what the captains decide. It is time for the toss now though. Bazir Khan is standing by with our 2 captains.
HBL PSL is back, and it's back in Rawalpindi, the perfect setting. And also it is toss time, and we got the 2 captains, Babar Azam and David Warner. Match toss mascot, Minahil. Babar, she's your fan. Match referee Roshan Manama to keep us in check. Babar has the coin. Give it a flip, please.
Tails.
It is heads.
It is heads.
Good luck.
Babar, क्या करेंगे और क्यों?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम बॉलिंग करेंगे क्योंकि फ्रेश पिच है और थोड़ी सी ड्राई पिच लग रही है, सो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर बॉलिंग फर्स्ट, और सेकंड टाइम माइट भी जो है वो ड्यू फैक्टर हो सकता है।
आपका होम ग्राउंड है पेशावर का, और सारे लोग आपको बाबर आजम को ज़्यादातर देखने आते हैं, तो इससे खुशी होती है?
बिल्कुल, मेरे ख्याल से पूरे जितने भी लोग आते हैं वो हर टीम का उनका अपना अपना फेवरेट जो है प्लेयर है, उनको देखने आते हैं, पीएसएल को सपोर्ट करने आते हैं। तो मेरे ख्याल से जितने भी स्टेडियम भरेंगे उतना ही दुनिया में जो है वो मैसेज जाएगा कि हम क्रिकेट को काफ़ी इंजॉय करते हैं।
ये बताएं कि आज आप ओपन करेंगे कि नहीं, ये सवाल है क्योंकि थोड़ी सी चेंज है टीम में।
बिल्कुल, ये भी अब नेक्स्ट इनिंग तक वेट करेंगे। नहीं, मैं ओपन नहीं करूँगा, मैं 1 डाउन खेलूँगा और हारिस और सैम ओपन करेंगे।
इस पिच के लिहाज से कितने पे आप सेटिस्फाइड होंगे कराची किंग्स को रोकने पे बॉलिंग में?
देखें, जिस तरह पिच लग रहा है, आई थिंक 170-180 इज़ गुड टोटल, सो उसको चेस करने में आसानी होगी क्योंकि डिफेक्ट भी हो सकता है।
चलिए, थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड गुड लक। David, back at the HBL PSL, this is your first game at Rawalpindi this season for Karachi Kings. The challenge here with the pitch, is that something you're already ready for?
Yeah, look, we're ready as ever. The wicket looks like it's got a great profile on it. It's got a nice sheen, so I'm expecting the ball to sort of come onto the bat. You know, we faced our challenges in Karachi as well with the wickets. So, look, it's about adapting in the first 6 and hopefully we can post a good total.
Batting first, normally here at Rawalpindi this season, the teams that batted first has had a big advantage.
Yeah, look, we're going to bat first. I think it looks a great wicket, and I think in games like this, when a wicket is a good surface, posting good totals and trying to defend that is the way forward, and we have seen that pattern here so far.
And 4 fast bowlers, you're sticking to that regime, you've attacked with the fast bowlers?
Yeah, look, that's the team that we've got, and we've got one change. Benny McDermott comes in for Team Seaford.
And who's going to open with you?
Benny McDermott tonight, yeah.
So up top, firepower up top. How much would you like to score on this Rawalpindi pitch to be safe?
Yeah, look, I think, you know, the totals have been quite high, you know, early 200s. So, look, for us, it's getting through that power play, building a momentum to the sort of last 3 or 4 overs, and hopefully we can post a competitive total.
Thank you very much, and good luck for the game today.
Thank you.
So the news out here in the centre is that Peshawar have won the toss and are having a bowl.
So Karachi Kings, they've been sent into bat first, and at least one change there. McDermott getting his first game, Alistair.
Yeah, look at that top 3 for me. The powerhouse of Warner, McDermott and Vince. McDermott, a devastating batter as well, so I don't think Karachi lose too much. Interesting to say Warner was going to bat first. I would have batted first. You know, I think 6 times this year, besides winning the toss, have batted and won. So I'm very surprised that Baba has done that. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think I would have done the same, because I don't think 10 days of gap is going to make much difference. Due factor hasn't been this season, so bat first would have been a better idea, but I guess Zalmi's have their own plans and they want to put out there. But this is a very balanced side if you look at Karachi's side. And Zalmi's as good as Karachi also, because they also won the last 2 matches, and also Karachi won those 2 matches. Babar at the top. I'm not sure if Haris is going to open with Saim or not, but these 3 are going to bat at top 3, and then Cadmore.
Yeah, to me, Luke Wood key for me. It was the top order of Karachi. That swing, which you know is only going to be there for a couple of overs, he's been very potent and got wickets early on. If he can get Warner or McDermott out early, puts Karachi on the back foot.
Yeah, and they also brought the spinner in. Yaqub is a right-arm leg spinner, and this pitch doesn't have that much grass, which we saw previously in the matches. So I think the spinner might come into play, especially a wrist spinner.
Superstars galore, and both of those playing 11s. But how do these two sides stack up in the history of the comp? Let's take a little look at our head-to-head. They've had plenty of battles across the years, but overall, it does go the way of Peshawar Zalmi. 15 wins versus 7 wins. And in the last 10 matches, Cookie, I mean, I don't know how much you pay attention to this as a player, but 7 versus 3, it's highly in Zalmi's favour.
I honestly don't think it makes much difference. You know, we're talking about this tournament with only a break of 10 days. It's just a one-week game for me, one-week tournament. So that's the stats. I mean, it might give Zalmi a bit more confidence knowing they've got something over. The teams change quite a lot, don't they? It's not like it's county cricket or international cricket. There's lots of people coming and going. So, you know, if Karachi, you're not actually that bothered about those stats.
All right, that was our head-to-head. Off to a very short break here at the Pitchside studio, but stick with us. We're going to be deep diving those 22 yards on just the other side. Crowds are flocking in for the resumption of HBL PSL 10. It's a massive match. Peshawar Zalmi taking on Karachi Kings with so much promise in terms of what happens with the playoffs. The crowd are making their way in a great number, and why wouldn't they be? We've got so much action today on the field, but also a fireworks show in the interval break. So much to look forward to today. It is the first time we've had a game in 10 days here at Pindi Stadium, so I think it's high time we check out exactly what's happening with the pitch report. We have Dominic Cork and Amir Sahel standing by.
Match 27 ahead of the HBL PSL, and it's been quite a warm day today. We'll look at the temperatures. It reached to about 42 degrees today. It's 39 at the moment and probably will drop to about 26, so a little bit more comfortable for the players. And keep your eye out on that breeze. There is a little breeze coming from where the players change down there, and that'll be important if the dew forms a little bit later. The more the breeze, the dew won't form, and we know that these outfields are sprayed. Let's look at the boundary sizes. 65 metres all the way around, and when you stand here right in the middle, I wasn't a batter by the way, they just look really appetising that you can just hit them over the top. David Warner is there as well. Babra Azam was just standing here, and they are looking at the sizes thinking, yes, I'll have a bit of that. Back on pitch number 7, and we know the highest score on this pitch was 243 in this season. Amir Sahel, what do you make of this one today?
Well, pitch number 7 here at Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium for the longest has served the batters quite nicely, and I don't think it's going to yield. Yes, it's bone dry, it's lightly abrasive on the surface, but I think it might offer some grip to the spinners, but it shouldn't be alarming for the batters.
So when you
for
go
me,
down, is it dry for you or not?
Listen,
yeah, hard.
It's not hollow at all. So it tells me that the batters who are gathered here for this game must be salivating to bat here first, because this is a sort of a wicket, as a batsman, you can back yourself into scoring runs on good deliveries.
Two sides are looking for the win. What will Baba do? What will David Warner do? This looks an absolute belter, whatever you do first.
Well, confirming there, the gentleman, that it is an absolute belter out in the middle, which poses a bit of a surprise that Babra Azam elected not to put some scoreboard pressure on that first, Cookie. Yeah,
certainly with the stats, which I keep going on about, the 6 games you've won by batting first. The only thing I'm saying, they're probably a little bit uncertain about their top order. Mitch Owen's gone, he's not here, he's gone to the IPL. Whether they're so uncertain they don't know how to set the total, they think, right, whatever they get, we're going to have to go and get them. The only thing about that pitch, Wacker, you'll know, that half it's bare and then there's a bit of grass on the other, and we didn't really see it on that clip. Why is that?
I know, but once you put too much of a roll on it, once it gets dry, there are areas you will see grass, and not only here, even in Lahore and Karachi also. It's not going to do much. It's going to be a real good batting pitch. This grass is not going to harm overcome anyone. I don't think so. Might grip a little bit, but not even that. It's evening time. The temperature is low. I think it's going to really come onto the bat nicely. And I think, yeah, batting first would have been a better idea. But T20 cricket, modern day players, all they think is chasing is the right way.
Potentially a bit of contention as to who will stride out to bat for Peshawar Zalmi up the top. They're going to need to make runs. They're going to need to make them fast as well. They're going to be chasing God knows how many the Karachi Kings managed to put on. Saim Ayub's going to be incredibly important as maybe coming in at 3. I think Alistair, he's been hot hit and miss with his form, but he had a brilliant outing in his last match. 49 red for him.
Yeah, it's just they haven't quite found that balance which suits them. So when you have that uncertainty in T20 cricket, it's how clear you can be in your game plan, because there cannot be any doubts. Any doubts means there's uncertainty and you lose your tempo. So you have to back your plan. I actually think he will open and Basil will go through. Basil will go through.
I think good thing what Zalmi did is they stuck by him, because the number of failures he had first 5-6 games, you know, any team would have left this individual out. But you know, stuck by him, scored 49 of 33, found a bit of form. But I hope that form stays, because 10 days break might just take that form back again.
Let's get to our expert prediction just before we wrap up. All right, no offence any here, gentlemen. Quick predictions. Who takes the cake tonight?
Karachi Kings, definitely for me.
I'll go Zalmi's then.
Oh, there you go. The experts have spoken. That was our expert prediction. The play is just about to get underway here. That's all we have time for here at the Pitchside studio. Bahut shukriya for joining us. There's such an exciting match to come on just the other side of this very short break. Peshawar Zalmi and his men taking on David Warner, and the Karachi Kings certainly set for an absolute blockbuster match to resume HBL PSL 10. We'll see you all on just the other side.